Hello everyone, my name is Sunil Nadar. In this quick video, I will be talking about what is antimicrobial resistance and One Health. And before we go, let's talk about what are antibiotics. Antibiotics are certain chemicals that we use to destroy any bacteria. Antibiotics will not work against virus. In 1928, Alexander Fleming, and while he was working in his laboratory, and then he accidentally noticed that there's a fungus which is growing in a bacterial plate is actually killing this bacteria named Staphylococcus, and that's how we got the first antibiotic called penicillin. This is another experiment that you see here, and an antibiotic called vancomycin is actually destroying this bacteria growing in this lawn. So why are we talking about this? And when we take these antibiotics, and it is advisable that, and make sure you take the antibiotics for the whole entire period. Otherwise, what happens is we leave, there's one bacteria right here which is not being killed. Antibiotics will not kill them. It gained the resistance, and then it is going to take over the whole entire host, and we call them superbugs. And the antibiotics is not going to work against them, kill them. For example, if you look at the antibiotic ampicillin, this is the normal cell division of the bacteria, and surrounding each bacteria there is a cell wall. Look what happens if you add ampicillin, and when ampicillin is added, bacteria fail to build a new cell wall, and the bacteria end up like a soap bubble, and because of the osmolarity, it is going to pop and die. And if you look at chloramphenicol and kanamycin, and this is the normal translation process where the ribosome is assembling the amino acids and making protein. And when you add this antibiotic, you can see that the ribosome mess up, they don't know what proteins to make, and it makes a defective protein, and the defective protein can most of the time destroy the cell. So that is a normal translation and abnormal translation. So why are we talking about it? So that's how the antibiotics are going to kill these bacteria. So what else can happen when we take these antibiotics? There is something called gut microbiome dysbiosis. What exactly is that? Every individual organism, including human, have a particular microbiota. There's millions of different types of organisms living in our gut. That is called the gut microbiome. And when you take these antibiotics, some of the pathogens are going to die, and it is going to cause dysbiosis or change in the microbial community. That is a problem. Why is it a problem? A study proves that, and you can see this is the normal microbiome concentrations right here. And then if those gut microbiome changes can happen for a long period of time, which is called dysbiosis, it's going to affect pretty much the entire body, including the reproductive system and the skin and then brain and the whole entire body. So this is going to be a big issue. So there's another study that proves that is over time, and you can see that as soon as we add the antibiotic, when the patient started taking antibiotics, the gut microbiota, it is significantly decreased over time. So this is not good. So when the bacteria is dying, they're going to fight back, and they gain the resistance. So a simple experiment that can prove that right here, this is called Kirby-Bauer experiment. And once you look at these different antibiotic discs, and this antibiotic killed more, and look at this one here, the bacteria is resistant and antibiotic cannot kill them. So this is a big problem. And how do they gain resistance? Sometimes it is mutation, sometimes it is horizontal gene transfer. It's one bacteria transfer that to another. Sometimes they produce some special enzymes to kill them, and sometimes they spit out the antibiotics and they don't want to die. So this is how they gain the resistance, and also antibiotic target, they will destroy it, and or they will blank it down. So what can we do? We can do, number one, we have to be aware about these emerging pathogens because of this continuous use of antibiotics or our behavior. New pathogens are coming. So new bacteria are coming. So and this include like COVID-19. COVID-19 is not bacteria, it's a virus. But like that, new pathogens are coming, be aware about it. So that awareness we put together, CDC put together as a definition for that. It is called One Health. And so it is an approach that recognizes the health of the people is closely connected to the health of the animal and the shared environment. So that is very, very important. So we have to be aware about it. Number two, what we can do is we can use the different alternate treatment methods like silver nanoparticles, and these are some of the current treatment approaches that we have. And we can use the bacteriophages, which is a virus that kills the bacteria, or immunotherapy, bacteriocin, and CRISPR-Cas antimicrobials, plant-derived antimicrobials, and host-targeted antimicrobials. So these are some of the alternate methods of treatment that we have, and instead of using continuous use of the antibiotics. And I hope that is helpful. And these are some of my references. Thanks so much.